And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and RJ. This could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Now Golden State's starting five. Markkanen is out there with Hodges. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Porter in at the point guard. Baz finds Smith. Shot clock at 5. Here's Carter. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Warriors. Hodges with a screen on Carter. Porter with it. Down low. Here's Hodges. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Carter against Porter. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Podziemski. Edwards can't hit. Podziemski on the wing. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession.
Kings ball.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Porter against Carter. Smith sets the pick for Carter. Shoots the three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Hodges the pass to Markkanen. Pass to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Hodges. Reed with the block. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Outside Edwards. Puts one up from 19. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Now Porter. Last game, 26 points. Carter pulls it in.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to...
Oh, yes! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Podziemski. Edwards defending. Outside Porter. They need this. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with it.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
What I like about Smith is that he impacts the game whether he is scoring or not.
Pass to Hodges. Markkanen against Smith. Here's Podziemski. That shot misses. Great D that time from Edwards. Sacramento leading by 6. It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
Hodges with a screen on Carter. Here's Porter. And Hodges kicks to Markkanen. Carter against Porter. There's the screen. Pass to Hodges. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now Bass. Now Reed. He's defended by Podziemski. Chalk up 2 there.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Kings. 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3. And, of course, the Warriors, 2 games back.
And, well, for the Warriors, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Porter passes to Hodges, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Reed with a screen for Edwards. There's the steal. Outside Porter. Finish off the break.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Pass dishes to Edwards. From past the arc. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 6. Porter looking it over. Outside, Markkanen. Porter against Carter. Picks it out to Markkanen. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. Over Porter. And it's Carter missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the shot goes down.
Great ball movement there.
The Kings have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. So the Kings call timeout. They're first. RJ, for the few teams already suffering big-time injuries, how do they keep up their spirit? How do they keep going?
I feel like the term next man up is overused, but what it comes down to is you need to have faith in the guys you have available.
Brown is checked in for the Warriors. And here's Carter. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah. Reed finds Smith. Edwards with it. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Hodges. Carter against Porter. Hodges with the screen on Carter. And Porter, here we go. And a chance here to check out the league's scoring leaders.
Really just a great play. To sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
This is the time now where the officials...
The previous play is under review.
Original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
For just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Reed. Here's Carrington. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's Edwards. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Porter passes to Hodges, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Reed. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors lead it. Outside, Porter. Hodges with a screen on Carter to the inside. And he dumps it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Screen by Smith to the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by Golden State.
Porter against Carter. Porter passes to Hodges. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Assist from
Porter's got 6 assists here tonight.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Carter, the pass to Reed. Here's Carrington. Pass to Edwards. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Kings ball. Sacramento keeps possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Russell, he's checked in for the Kings. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. And it's Carrington missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that.
Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Porter against Russell. Smith on the wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You do not want to foul Smith in the act. Jabari is an excellent foul shooter.
And some changes here for the Kings.
substituting on the court.
Here's Edwards. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Warriors leading by 8. They've got Edwards. Sabonis is out there with Smith. Then there's Carter. And it's Bass in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Brown. The Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Terry's checked in for Porter.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Pass to Sabonis. Here's Carrington. The shot, no good. Warriors leading by 12. The screen from Brown. Now here's Porter. 10 points for him. And he drops it in from the low post. Porter's got 6 points in the quarter.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. Said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Driving to the basket. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
Here is Porter. 14 points for him. Here's Markkanen. Nice D from Sabonis. The Kings trail by 16. Smith with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Smith with a screen on Brown. Out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the triple. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
Guys, it's ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Terry looking over the floor. Markkanen sets the pick for Terry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Brown, good.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Pass to Smith. And here's Bass. It's Edwards on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. And it goes down 2 points. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter. Warriors leading by 14.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the first half of basketball. Markkanen sets the pick for Porter. Outside, Markkanen. Terry against Edwards. Markkanen a screen on Edwards. Shot by Terry, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Nice shot by Smith.
They love seeing Smith active inside. That's when he takes his game to another level.
1:25 left here in the second. Markkanen looking it over. Pass to Porter. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Nice read from the big fella. Markkanen demonstrating a solid feel with his passing.
The Kings trail by 14. Edwards with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact, and getting to the line.
Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Here's Porter. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Edwards, the bounce man. Sabonis, the pass to Smith. Here's Carrington. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Edwards can't hit. He gets it up. And And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Right back after this break.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Golden State Warriors.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Which makes this club really difficult to defend for an entire game because they always have fresh people coming in. All right, and now one of the more highly anticipated topics. Some news about trades to discuss.
Yeah, they're going to...
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Warriors leading by 16. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. They've got Michael Porter. Markkanen is out there with Hodges. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Porter in at the point guard position. Launches it. It's hauled in by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Make no mistake, at 6'11", Smith Jr. can be a handful inside. That's why he gets to the foul line quite a bit.
Smith hits them both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Pass to Hodges. Markkanen against Smith. Markkanen passes to Porter. Hodges with a screen on Carter. Here is Hodges. 3 on the clock. There's the three. Reed with the rebound. The Kings trail by 14. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Looking to end his cold spell. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Carter's got 10 points.
Heads up play by Smith, giving it away instead of forcing something.
Here's Podziemski. Edwards defending. There's the pick. Back to Podziemski. Launches it from deep. Reed with the rebound.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Reed with a screen for Carter. From outside the arc, Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Edwards passes to Reed. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Warriors leading by 11. Now Porter. He's got 18. And good that time. 12 points for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Reed. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Bass. It's good from long range.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
It's stolen by Edwards. Pass down low, started by Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Thursday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for the matchup with the Suns, that should be an interesting one. Early in the season, both teams will still be working out the details.
Porter against Carter. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Clock at 6. Pass to Podziemski. Fires for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Reeves got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
It's still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Edwards kicks to Carter. Smith with a screen on Porter. Inside. Pass to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Edwards from the arc.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Porter with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Hodges with a screen on Carter. The kick out to Porter. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 6.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Here's Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Man, way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Carter against Porter. Pass to Markkanen. Down low. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Carter with a block. They retain possession. For 3, Edwards. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Porter. The Kings have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them, and he's good on the second.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Warriors leading by 9. Pass to Hodges. Markkanen against Smith. Now here's Porter. Hodges with a screen on top. The D got there too late, and he'll go to the line. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small pulls from the field. The Warriors have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And then Porter drops them both. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the player.
Golden State's Crew Dance Team.
And here are the Kings now. Edwards looking it over. Smith sets the pick for Edwards. And Smith with the stuff.
I like that play. Get something for Smith going toward the cup.
Warriors leading by 9. And here's Porter. 20 points for him. Pass to Porter. 6 to shoot. Hodges with a screen on Carter. There's Porter with the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Hodges. Second personal foul. 5th team foul.
And that one falls for Carter. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
2 shots.
And so he hits both. Here's Porter. Pass to Podziemski. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Podziemski. And Hodges kicks to Porter. Golden State moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. Sacramento grabs the miss. Carter outside. Smith sets the pick for Carter. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now it's only a 5-point Warrior lead.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Carter against Porter. To the paint. Here's Hodges. Powered down with both hands.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Here's Edwards for 3. Smith. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And it's Porter with the ball for Golden State. 7-point differential. That game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Smith finds Edwards. Here's Carrington. Carter outside. Reed with a screen for Carter. Again, Sacramento.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Podziemski. He's got 5.
Sacramento foul. Carrington. Second personal foul. 3rd team.
The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Podziemski at the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Podziemski hits them both. Now here is Carter. 17 points in the game. At the elbow, Smith. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Smith's got 17 now.
Tonight has been all about Jabari Smith. His size, his shooting, it just gives them fits.
Porter against Carter. Brown outside. Here is Hodges. He's got 17. Clock at 4. It's Porter outside. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his 5th rebound in this one. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis comes in for Reed. And Paul subbed in for Jabari Smith. Golden State also making some changes. Terry's checked in for Hodges. And Porter subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Porter, to the middle, outside Porter. So a moment now to see the story for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Free throw good, Porter. And Porter drops them both. And Sacramento has possession. Carter outside. Pass to Edwards. To the inside. Stolen by Terry. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Brown. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Brown's got 7 points.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Edwards against Terry. Edwards dishes to Carter. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup. Carter's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Down low, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Whew, he is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. The Warriors pull it in. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. 1 foul in the first, though. Can he turn it up? Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Sabonis sets the pick for Carter. At the top of the key, Sabonis. Back to Carter. Offensive rebound. Sabonis, the pass to Carter. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
You have to know where Sabonis is. Really box him out. He's so good on the offensive glass.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to Porter. Outside Porter. Porter in the corner. Paul with the steal. Carter outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here. And the Warriors with some changes. Hodges checked in for Brown. Porter comes in for Terry. And Porter subbed in for Kevin Porter. They've got Domantas Sabonis. Carter out there with Edwards. Then there's Reed. And it's Bass in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Hodges with a screen on Carter. Porter passes to Hodges. Sabonis with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. Edwards with it. Now defended by Markkanen.
And how about marketing, using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Carter against Porter. Outside, Markkanen. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Hey, look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porter with it. Hodges with a screen on Edwards. Porter kicks to Porter. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Kings. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Edwards with another miss.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Hodges with a screen on Carter. Porter passes to Hodges. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Edwards. Baseline J on the way. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Edwards got 21 in the game. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 14-6 run. Porter with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Now Markkanen, the three. Connects from three-point range.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Pass to Reed. Shoots over Markkanen. Reed misses. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Porter, and there's the drive. And finished off by Porter.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like to pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Reed. Porter pulls it in.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Shot from 12. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Edwards got 6 here in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Outside, Markkanen. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Ooh, that's his third three of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players.
You can tell Sabonis brings a lot of heart to his game. He's serious about winning, but he also knows how to enjoy himself out there with his team.
Here's Porter. And a chance here to hit 30 on the game.
Bully ball. Good old-fashioned bully ball on display here. He is making the game look too easy.
Brown with it. Now Smith defending. Pass to Porter. Clock at 6. Here's Hodges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Sabonis.
15 foul. At the line for the Warriors, Hodges taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Kings making a change here. Reed's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Kings trail by 18. Smith finds Carter. To the middle. Here's Reed. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Carter, second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Golden State. Porter.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
That one is no good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Sacramento. Trailing by 19. Pass up top. Porter with the steal.
Two minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Hodges with a screen on Edwards. Here's Porter. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Hodges. Rebound by the Kings. Edwards got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Personal foul.
The first one falls.
Shooting for Sacramento.
And Edwards drops them both. Warriors leading by 17. Brown with a screen on Carter. Terry in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out punishments.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. Hodges with a screen on Carter. And Porter, here we go. Here's Hodges. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Carter. Takes it off the glass. 46 seconds left in the game. Now Porter. Hodges with a screen on Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Porter, no luck. Smith against Porter. Smith dishes to Bass. Edwards kicks to Carter. Kings moving the ball around. Bass's shot. Good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.